Hello and namaste. Welcome to this another episode of School That Cares. And in this episode of us, we have a person who is Masters in Commerce, a DCA, with 17 years of experience in various education schools. She has been principal in many of the CBSE schools. She loves to get herself introduced as a homemaker, a spiritualist, and a counselor. So, let me welcome Miss Shailaja Rao. Right, ma'am? Have I spelled your name correctly?
Yeah, Shailaja Rao.
Rasuganti. Yeah. So, ma'am,
Yeah.
welcome to this small session of ours of School That
Thank you,
Cares.
sir. Thank you. Thank you.
And we would love to start hearing from you about yourself, your professional journey, maybe about your current profession, what do you do, and other stuff.
I am Shailaja Rao. I have worked as a teacher for 3 years in two schools, Don
Mhm.
Bosco High School at Karimnagar and the Small Wonder Kids School also at Karimnagar.
Okay.
And we had 17 to 1800 strength in Don Bosco School. So in each section, we used to have huge strength, up to 49 in each section. And Small Wonder Kids School. Next, I have worked as a principal um, in four different schools. So
Okay.
for 14 years, I have worked as a principal.
Mm.
And I have begun my career from the school's establishment year, and I have given the system. And so many parents were happy with our system
Sure.
because we used to think to develop the kids, to develop the children, that they should get interest on the subject.
Sure.
They themselves should learn the subject. So and maximum of students they don't listen to their parents. That's what we never think that we should depend upon parents or tuition teachers, tutors. So maximum we used to mold them. We used to read the textbook lesson reading one day before teacher teaches.
Mhm.
And at the time of teaching also, teacher she just reads the lines and maximum she takes knowledge from the students.
Wonderful.
And yeah, students they have to give examples
Mhm.
what
That's
it is
interesting.
there in the matter. Mm.
That's
What it is
interesting.
there in the matter. Teacher, she should not teach in the beginning.
Mhm.
So in the class, we used to have 25 to 30 strength in Akshardham.
Mhm.
My last school was Akshardham.
Mhm.
It was a Marwadi community, and
Mhm.
we used to keep a 20 to 30 maximum 30 strength. So each uh, each student should participate, and those who are not interested, so those who are not interested to explore themselves.
Mhm.
So we used to keep them. Teacher used to keep them to sit in the beginning,
Okay.
and they should participate.
Okay. That's wonderful.
They have to participate compulsory. And so she used to take all the examples from the students. After
Mhm.
taking examples from the students, she used to give little bit of guidance.
Okay.
And like this, each and every lesson, she has to take for 3 to 4 days,
Mhm.
complete period.
Wonderful.
We used to have 40 minutes each period. So because knowledge is important. So with the knowledge only, they can develop. A child, student, they can develop.
Develop.
So and they will get interest. They will get interest on the subject that
Sure.
I
One.
should know. And the teacher used to suggest to read other textbooks also, other publications
Wonderful.
to get more knowledge.
So
Uh,
one.
so and
Sorry to interrupt. One very wonderful thing which I observed in your point, and I'll ask you a further question and then I'll listen to you more about it, is that from foundation year of the school when you begin, I believe as a principal, you have a lot of challenges in setting up the process, setting up the systems, and getting things done. And the way
Yes,
you
sir.
and the way you explained also how the teacher should teach, and the way teachers would ask questions or let students come up with examples is a very wonderful way of flipped classroom approach, where you ask the students to come up and then the discussion happens. And getting the students on the first bench who do not participate or who are not much interested is another
Shy,
very,
those who have shy tendency,
yeah, who are shy, is another very wonderful
and
way of
those who
getting.
are scared to explore themselves.
Mhm. And how would you really bring about the innovative any teaching learning methods or something which would really help the students to explore further things like application or creativity in the classroom as well?
Yes, sir. I used to guide the teachers. So in the meetings, I used to say what they have to do in
Mm-hmm.
the classroom,
Mm-hmm.
and what they will do in the classroom tomorrow. They have to write in their lesson plan today,
Right. So
means one day before.
yeah, it helps in planning well.
One day
True.
before.
Yeah.
So for each period, it has 40 minutes. So what they will do first 5 minutes, what
Mm-hmm.
they will do, how they will divide the period.
Mm-hmm.
So each and everything they have to mention in their lesson plan, and
Right.
how many periods they are taking. All that periods they have to do, and what homework, how much homework they are giving, what homework they are giving. Means with that they can think about each and everything. It goes in a plan,
Mm-hmm.
so they can't give suddenly whatever they like.
True. So it has to be
So
planned
lesson
well.
plan
Yeah, it has to be planned well. It has to be prepared
and implementation.
and then implementation.
Implementation.
How did
So
you?
planning.
Sorry,
I used to check
continue.
lesson plan books. Come each and every period, each and every teachers. I used
Mm-hmm.
to have 35 teachers.
Mm-hmm.
In Akshardham school, I used to have 35 teachers. So all the lesson plans I used to check compulsory without fail, each and
Nice.
every periods.
That's wonderful.
So next comes each and every day. I
Mm-hmm.
used to go to 2 to 3 classes for the
Mm-hmm.
supervision
Okay.
with my in charge. I
Mm-hmm.
used to have three in charges. For 5 sections, I have kept one in charge.
Okay.
So daily 2 to 3 classes, I used to go to classrooms to check how it is
Okay.
going on, how teacher
Mm-hmm.
is taking, is she implementing it properly or not.
Mm-hmm.
So maximum we used to sit for 40 minutes,
Complete period. That's wonderful.
complete period, not for 10-20 minutes, complete
So-
period,
And
and
how
it's
was
a
the
random.
feedback process? And how is the feedback
So
process as well?
in charge, she used to mention all the points, and
Mm-hmm.
I used to say to teacher what are the plus points, what are the minus points,
Mm-hmm.
what are the plus points, and
Plus
what
points,
are
what are
the
the
minus
minus
points
points? Yeah. How to
regarding
improve?
students and
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Okay.
Hmm. So I used to say in front of students only for lower classes. For
Okay.
higher classes, we used to write in a that
Notebook.
notice book. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So and afterwards, I used to call the teacher. These are your plus points.
Mm-hmm.
These are your minus points. You have
Mm-hmm.
to overcome this.
Mm-hmm.
With that, it benefits you, students,
Yeah.
parents, management, and
Sure.
society.
So were teachers very open to receiving feedback, or were they kind of fighting back? No, ma'am, this is not what it is.
No,
Or
sir, no, sir, no.
so,
Because they used to enjoy the teaching.
mm-hmm.
Because maximum of students are giving examples. Here, teacher is not teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Students are giving examples, and they are taking complete lesson with their own knowledge. And
Mm-hmm.
with that, they will be very happy
Mm-hmm.
because they are getting chance. And with this, their leadership qualities develops,
True.
and their confidence develops. uh,
Mm-hmm.
and they feel happy that they are getting chance to prove themselves.
Right.
So each and every student, we used to feel very happy by their glowing faces, by seeing their glowing faces.
True.
So
True.
after completing lesson also,
Mm-hmm.
she used to ask all the questions
Mm-hmm.
and they will give answers. Students, she used to raise up some students. It's
Mm-hmm.
random.
Mm-hmm.
So they used to give answers for all exercises. Fill in the blanks, yes or
Mm-hmm.
no, choose the correct answer, everything.
That's
And
wonderful.
question answers also she used to she never gave for higher classes. For lower
Mm-hmm.
classes they used to give. But so already they are in the mind, the students' mind that knowledge. So with that they can learn quickly.
True. And
And
ma'am,
for lower
yeah, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. Please continue.
uh,
I'll bring
for
my question later.
lower classes we used to do drilling sometimes
Mm-hmm.
because they have to catch that words,
Yeah.
spellings,
Mm.
pronunciation.
Yeah.
That's what we used to give drilling for lower classes.
That's
And
repetition, I believe.
uh,
Yeah.
sometimes we used to say, for example, Kaikei word is there. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
ka,
Mm-hmm.
ka, dash,
Mm-hmm.
aitvam,
Mm-hmm.
dash, ka,
Mm-hmm.
again, aitvam. Like that
Mm-hmm.
we used to say. Mm.
Wonderful. So going into the details of it step by step and explaining and drilling for the lower grade students because they have to repeat and remember. Wonderful. These are some wonderful
Because
key
they
points.
should catch the pronunciation,
Yes, they
words
should catch the
pronunciation.
pronunciation. That's equally
Mm.
important.
Because here it is Telangana, all the parents they don't use English in their homes.
Yes. So they have to repeat
So
that.
while learning from notes,
Mm-hmm.
they should unable to pronounce that word.
True.
So for that it needs drilling.
True. And ma'am, what are your current roles? What are you currently doing? How are you spending your time currently?
At present, I am a meditator, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Maximum, I would like to do meditation
Mm-hmm.
and I'd like to attend the Zoom sessions,
Mm-hmm.
meditation sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And so I am experimenting in this meditation. And this is a spiritual world, and this is a world, big world than this world.
True.
So I'm a counselor also. So those who
Mm-hmm.
do phone calls to me, I'll suggest them what to do, what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
And to teachers also, I'll talk to teachers, principals, correspondents.
True. So
So
during
and we are collecting money at
mm-hmm.
present
Mm-hmm.
with a group, with a WhatsApp group. Every month, this month we have collected 70,000 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And every month we will send that donations
Mm-hmm.
to Annadana.
Okay.
This month, 25,000 we have sent it to Kumbh Mela, Haridwar.
Okay. That's
And
wonderful.
3 days they are conducting pyramid meditation, PSSM, Pyramid
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual Society Movement. So
Mm-hmm.
they are conducting meditation there. So for Annadana, we have sent 25,000. And one
Mm-hmm.
sir, he is taken 3 days classes, meditation classes at Aruku Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So we have sent 10,000 to him and 41,000 to Kattal Pyramid. At Sri Shailam Highway, one pyramid is there. So
Mm-hmm.
daily we go there for their food. 41,000 we have sent it. Total 70,000 plus. So
Okay.
we will collect this money.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
I'll give counseling those who are in need.
and how has lockdown affected your work?
I have
Like before
enjoyed my
lockdown?
principal job, sir, a teacher job and a principal job.
Mm-hmm.
But at present, because of age factor and all these things, at present I am 49. So I
Mm-hmm.
am unable to spend my complete daytime. As a principal, we had to spend a complete time. Otherwise, we are unable to satisfy what to do, how to
True.
develop teachers, students, management, parents. So all this will be in our head.
True.
So we can't enjoy our personal life.
And
That's
how
what
do you, what are your views about the
I'm going
current
into this.
Zoom sessions and online sessions? What are your
But
views
I'll
about
do
it?
counseling to teachers, these meditators, and we are
Mm-hmm.
trying to get more money for donation
Mm-hmm.
as donations.
So
We are
I have,
we are planning to collect 5 lakhs for every month.
you
As
must have.
a teacher also, sir, 3 years, I used to gather all the dull students, those who are unable to pronounce the words. So, for
Mhm.
example, 10 to 15 students. So, I used to go to their class in interval. We used to have 10 to 15 minutes. So, I used to stand with them individually. And I used to say to learn one line, only
Mhm.
one line.
Mhm.
And after 3 4 days or 5 6 days, they already they will become perfect in one answer. Like
Mm.
that, what happens? Their confidence develops.
Sure.
So they used to get full marks in my subject. So parents they used to fight with the principal how they are getting good marks in science,
Yeah.
maths. They are saying all the answers. They are not cheating, and why they are not getting bad marks, poor marks in other subjects. So it is the fault of teachers. So they used to appreciate me,
Sure.
teachers and principal
Sure.
when I was a teacher. So in our school, it is compulsory while explaining, teaching the lesson. Teacher she has to say 5 to 6 daily, 5 to 6 good habits, good manners, moral values.
Am I audible, ma'am?
And in our prayer also, students they used to come daily. Some students, 2 to 3 students, what they are implementing, what good habits they are implementing. They used to say.
So there's one very important thing which I had in mind, which I would like to ask you. With this lockdown part of it, has teaching learning changed in some way? What are your views about this online sessions which happen, the Zoom sessions and everything? What are your views on that?
Yes, sir. It has changed. Student he can't concentrate how much he is concentrating in the classroom.
Mm-hmm.
But as teachers and management, they don't have other option, so
Mm-hmm.
they have to continue
Yeah.
because in the classroom he will have his co-students, uh, and
Sure.
he would like to present himself in front of teacher
Mm-hmm.
because every each and every student likes a teacher, their
Yeah.
subject teachers. So
Sure.
they would like to prove themselves in front of teacher. But here, if they are interested, they will participate. If they are not interested, they don't participate. Especially primary kids
Sure.
mm,
That
for
could be
higher
difficult. Yeah. And
difficult.
any specific message which you'd like to give to educators, principals who are currently working in this lockdown period and trying to cope up with education as well?
Teachers, they have to become more skillful, sir.
Mm-hmm.
They have to become more dedicated. They should try to attract the kids more,
Mm-hmm.
especially primary classes,
Mm-hmm.
by giving so many challenges, creative work. So with this, they can develop. Student, he should show interest to attend the class.
Sure.
For that teacher, she has to do the work.
Yeah. So she has to
If
prepare well.
nah, she has to prepare. She has to think, how
Yeah.
can I improve? How can I develop his interest? How he will
Sure.
come to the class? Um, uh, she has to develop interest in themselves.
Yeah.
If a parent says they may listen or may not listen, mother says or father says, if they are stubborn, they can't do anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
So it,
any specific message you'd like to give to parents as well? What should they do to help their children learn well, develop well? What should be their role to help school education as well, to support teachers and
yes,
parents?
sir. It is a parent's responsibility, not only offering food, uh, clothes, or giving mobile phones, TVs. So they have to generate interest on the subject.
Mhm.
If they generate interest on the subject, what happens? A child learns new knowledge. He gets new knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
See what they are getting in mobile phones, videos, games. It may or may not useful in their life,
Sure.
because it is making them somewhat alert, conscious, fast. But that knowledge, it won't be, may not be useful in their life.
Sure.
So what it is there in Telugu subject, Hindi, English, maths, science, social, they should become perfect.
Sure. That makes
What
sense.
it is, what it is. So pay father, he can teach one lesson daily. Mother, she can teach one lesson daily. Hmm? Whatever subject it is. So I don't prefer tuitions also, because they will have so many students, they can't concentrate personally.
Sure.
So developing the student, developing their student, because he is permanent for their life, complete life. Teachers may change. For teachers also, students will change. But for parents, their children, they won't change.
Yeah.
So they have to concentrate on their child's knowledge,
Yeah.
subject knowledge, moral values, and how it should be means, um, they should show enthusiasm. That teaching, it should develop the interest in child.
Sure.
They should
Sure.
not feel bored.
Sure. That's important.
So it is their responsibility. It is not parents' interest. It is their responsibility. So when my elder son was poor, I used to make him to sit in my lap for 2 hours
Mm-hmm.
daily.
Mm-hmm.
If I read a newspaper, if talk to mobile also, he may not concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
So I never taught to my younger son also. I used to teach only to my elder son. And for 2 hours, I used to see that book. With him, I used to be.
Yeah.
He was a little dull. So I used to be, because we have to develop them. As a
Yeah.
parents, it's our responsibility.
Sure.
So I can give this message to parents. It is their responsibility. So they
Wonderful.
have to sit with their students.
Mm-hmm.
They have to sit what it is in the first line, what is the meaning. Give examples, extra examples for primary kids. All the primary parents, they can teach. All the lower classes parents, they can teach.
True.
Higher, if they don't have that knowledge, they can send it to tuitions.
Yeah.
They can conduct home tuitions. So I
True.
used to teach to my LKG teachers, PP1 teachers, PP2 teachers, say about apple for 10 minutes. What is its color?
Mm-hmm.
What is inside color? What is peel? Where from where you are getting this apple? How you are getting? Who is bringing? What is the taste? So many things we can say.
Yeah.
If a mother thinks, she can develop in so many ways. With that, what happens? Their creative thinking develops,
Agree.
their sharpness develops, their confidence develops, their activeness, so many things. They won't be suffer with inferiority complex or superiority complex. They will be with confidence. They will be happy students. It is mother's responsibility.
Sure. So wonderful hearing your views on the mothers and parents' responsibility, teachers' responsibility, and also the spiritual work which you are carrying on, for which you are collecting even money and donating it to various organizations. That's something which
At
is,
present, I am free.
yeah.
At present, I am free. That's what I would like to do. Seva, how much I can
Yeah.
do.
So that's that seva bhav which even students need to learn nowadays, because it's just not about knowledge; it's also about spirituality which they have to build. And taking your views, understanding your point of view, how things have developed in schools, how you guided teachers. It was really a wonderful experience listening to you, ma'am. So
Sir,
I
correspondence, our correspondence teachers, still they will do phone calls to me now, up to now.
so wonderful,
Because
yeah,
for 4 years back, I have stopped my schooling.
yeah,
So still they continue doing phone calls. Because I think it's a family.
True.
They are not employees. So it's a
Very true.
family. So I used to respect them all the times. Whenever they do mistake also, I used to respect them. I used to teach them with love, affection. So we
Very true.
never hurt each other. Mm.
True.
We never hurt because
True.
sometimes they do wonderful work,
Wonderful.
sometimes normal work.
True.
So when we are not giving extra money,
Mhm.
when they are doing wonderful work, how can they be punished when they are doing normal work, bad work?
Yeah.
So neutral. All the times appreciate them, feedback, encourage them, motivate them, inspire them. Because
True.
in Telangana, they will get in normal salaries. They don't get
Mhm.
in lakhs.
True.
So they have to work from 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock. So it should go on happily.
Very true.
They
So
should enjoy their work.
happiness,
Teachers
yes,
should enjoy their work.
happiness,
Exactly.
joy,
If
enjoying
they are
work,
angry,
it will reflect on the students itself if they
if
are
they are
angry.
angry, they will show it on students.
Yeah,
They will show that everything on the students. So students will suffer, and they will show it on their parents.
very true. Very true. Very true. It's a cycle.
So
So
it's
it was
their cycle.
wonderful. Yeah, it was
It's a
wonderful
cycle.
speaking to you, Shalja ma'am. I really enjoyed listening to you, your views, your experience, and I hope the viewers who are watching this video really enjoyed this too and have learned from the experience which she has, and you would implement it forward in your life. With this, taking leave from you,
Yes,
Shalja
sir.
ma'am, and the viewers, thank you
Thank you, sir.
and धन्यवाद.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Thank you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you.